Today, I am 25 years old. I'm a whole quarter century, which is nuts. I don't know, I had like this idea of what my life would look like when I was 25. When I was younger, I thought I was gonna be married and have kids. Like 2 kids by 25. That's not what I want right now. And I think that's pretty amazing. You know, how life changes, how our journeys shift, and so do our destinations. So I'm embracing that and enjoying that, and not trying to force myself to be something that I think I need to be. Not trying to force myself to be somewhere that I think I need to be as well. And just enjoying the journey. I think a lot of us don't really get the chance to sit down and just take a minute for ourselves, but we're trying to prioritize that a lot more now, which is really beautiful. So you know, just gonna get into a little bit about that. Y'all can see the reflection of my iPad screen because I do have notes. Yeah, I just want to kind of get into it. So for my 25th birthday, it was a huge milestone, and just going into it, beginning of the year, I wanted to have a trip. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go somewhere, because last year I wanted to be somewhere. I wanted to be on an island, twerking on a yacht with some wine, champagne in my hand. That didn't happen last year, and it didn't happen this year, which is cool. There's still plenty of time for that. Learning to be okay with that, learning to be cool with that. Definitely experiencing FOMO. I feel like my birthday, especially where my birthday is and the field that I work in fashion. If you didn't know, my birthday is always like right before Fashion Week. So usually there's a giant fashion show happening that I'm working on. So I don't really get a chance to take time out and celebrate myself as much as I want to. If I'm dealing with work stuff or just like volunteering for something else. So that's kind of how it's been. When the pandemic hit, I actually really did plan out something, and I had like a nice backyard party, calm, just bougie, grown and sexy vibes. That was definitely the theme of that year when I turned 23. This year, again, I was just feeling so much pressure to do something big. When I talk to anybody about my birthday, they're just like, oh yeah, turning 25, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So this year, in an effort to avoid the pressure of turning 25, comparing myself to my siblings, my cousins, who I feel are in a certain place, or they were in a certain place when they hit 25. You know, there's a lot of things that I feel like I don't have, or accomplishments that I haven't reached just yet that I wish I had. But I have to understand and realize that my journey is not the same as anybody else's, and life is not just linear. There's a bunch of different twists and turns and paths that shape us to be the people that we are meant to be. That's just what I'm dealing with right now, because you know, I'm just like, 25 is so much pressure. I'm already anxious enough as it is. Whenever it comes to doing something big, planning things, I love doing events, but when it comes to planning them, having a certain expectation and then not having that it translate the way you want it to, it sucks. Usually people coming, they don't know what's wrong because they're on the outside looking in. They don't know what was meant to happen. But for me, I'm like, dang, I messed that up, or I didn't get to do this, you know what I mean? I kind of pick apart at stuff, and I don't really just get to enjoy what it actually is. Yeah, I'm not really in the moment. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna take some time off and do what I think is best for me. So I took the week off in preparation for my birthday. My birthday was on Saturday, September 3rd. So I took that whole week off from work and decided to just pamper myself in the best ways that I know how. So I went with 2 of my closest friends and my sister. We decided to go upstate to Kaaterskill Falls and just ground ourselves a little bit, enjoy some nature. The waterfalls is a place that I wanted to go to. Every time I go on vacation, I want to visit a waterfall. I want to just get my picture under the waterfall. And I have not gotten that, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go to a waterfall here in New York. It was a really beautiful vibe. We really just sat and reflected, had some good snacks. It was a long hike. I won't lie about that. The hike was going down wasn't too bad, but coming up the stairs, yeah, it was a bit treacherous. But it was definitely worth it, and I I would for sure go again. I think the next time I go, I might go camping and most likely take you guys with me. But I think that would be a vibe. They got the whole crib. Oh my goodness, that's the bathroom. Girl, please, that's the garage. Oh my God, no, that's the front. That's the front door. That's the door. That's the front door. We're in the living room. We made it. Day one of the 25 birthday extravaganza. Yeah, look at this, her big old book bag. There's, say your name, Wendy. That's my big sister. Deja. Bestie.
Danielle.
Bestie. And we are off. They're right behind us. The village. You're killing me. While we were actually on the trip, a song came on in the car that I never heard before, and I was just like, oh, this is fire. I just loved the way it sounded. It just gave me like really good vibes. And then the song came on again because I was like, oh, I want to hear it again. And I was actually listening to the lyrics and I was like, I love what they're talking about. The song was Vices by Josh Levi. I've only heard like one other song by him before because it was a song with Normani. I was like, oh, this dude is pretty good. And I was like, wow, he's pretty, you know, whatever. And I was looking him up. And then I saw that he was having a concert that Wednesday at SOB's. I was like, is this fate? Should I go? And the tickets were only like $15. It was really small, really calm, intimate show. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pull it. And I was thinking, like, should I go with anybody or whatever? And I was like, nah, I'll just go by myself. Just no expectations. No motive, no nothing. Just the only motive was really just to enjoy the vibes, just to be in a space, enjoy some good music. I've always loved music. I've always been a musical person, but I don't know, taking some time just to be in that element and just enjoy live music, I haven't always done. So, you know, sometimes you want to do things by yourself. No opinions, no other energy, nobody else's feelings kind of getting in the way, or, you know, it's a lot easier to be on your own and just enjoy your own company. For me, I take a lot more from it. Another big theme for my 25th birthday was spoiling myself. So the plan was for me to be able to go and just go to the mall. I've seen like you know, like the birthday freebies where every place gives you something free on your birthday. So I saw a bunch of places at my mall, they're giving out things for free for your birthday. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go over there. And I also wanted to upgrade my computer. I've been just kicking it with my MacBook Air, my 2017 I think MacBook Air. Me and her have been, you know, we've been good, we've been going solid, but for content creation purposes it's just not necessarily the best. The storage just wasn't enough, and yeah, she was just like, it was a lot. Just even for me to download the software that I needed to use to edit my videos was a lot for her. So yeah, I had to definitely I had to upgrade her. I still love that girl, but you know, she did her thing, she did her time. So now I have a MacBook Pro, the 2022 version that I bought with my own money. A very big purchase. You know, seeing that money get out your account is a lot. But yeah, so now I should be able to create more consistently. I think it's definitely gonna be a huge benefit. And I guess that's also one of the reasons why I was like, I could, you know, get something that's going to benefit me more in the long run versus going on a trip, because what I spent on the laptop is pretty much what I would have spent if I went on vacation. And both are great, but I think the laptop's going to last me a little bit longer, and it should help me get more money in the future. So I think the laptop was a solid investment. Vacations are always great, vacations are always amazing, but it just wasn't my season for a birthday vacation. So I spent the day just going through the mall with my family, and just picked up my laptop. Still excited. I was actually gonna get the MacBook Air, the 2022 MacBook Air that just came out, but I spoke to the you know, the specialist at Apple, and they were like, yeah, for what you're trying to do, girl, you might want to go ahead and get that Pro. I was like, oh, I didn't come here with Pro buddy, but okay, I guess I will. But I'm happy that I got it. I'm like obsessed with the laptop. It's making content creation, or just like video editing and all that stuff, a lot more fun. I gotten the chance to play around with my editing process, which I really love. I've literally been spending this whole time just testing out new styles, researching new styles, seeing what I like. And on my old laptop, it was a lot harder. I definitely think I might do a video on that too, but it was a lot harder because I was really just trying my hardest to just get the content onto the computer. Like, recording is one thing, but to get the content, if you're struggling to get the content onto the device you're trying to edit on, it's like, what? So that was a big hurdle. And then trying to run the software to edit, trying to find the best software, trying to add like little details. Like, the most I really could do is just kind of cut my videos up and then add music and maybe a transition or two, maybe some like overlay, but nothing really creative because I just didn't have the storage space. But now I got a lot more, like as you guys have seen in this video, I got a lot more cooking and more ways to play around and be creative. So I'm really excited, really excited to show you guys all that. The next thing that I did, I decided to pamper myself. Since I wasn't gonna get to be on a beach sipping Mai Tais and pina coladas, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna still give myself a nice treatment. So I booked a session at a spa that's pretty close by, and I actually got to go into a salt cave for my massage. It included aromatherapy, and it was called the signature massage. So yeah, it included like the hot stones, aromatherapy, the salt cave, and all that. So it was a really great relaxing experience. Definitely fell asleep. I was definitely upset about that because I wanted to enjoy every moment, but I will definitely be going back soon when I can. Because I was like, right after that, I started to get more tension in my back because of Fashion Week stuff. So it's been okay, but it's been fun. Another theme, I guess, another thing that I kind of had like an emotional moment within the days before my birthday, just reflecting and learning a little bit about myself, a little bit more, and talking through those things with my therapist. I've noticed that I try to heal people a lot. I'm always the type of friend or, you know, romantic partner that will be, if you tell me something that you're interested in or something that you want to do, I'm going to push you to do the best that you can. And if that means like helping you, you know, upgrade your life, or I'm the type of person where you tell me you're interested in something, I'm gonna look up the opportunities and the things that I think would help best benefit you. I'm gonna try to get you in those rooms. I'm gonna try to get you that job interview. I'm gonna try to get you that meeting with that client. If you're telling me you're struggling with something, I'm gonna literally put you face to face with what I believe is a solution. And a lot of times for me, some people just aren't ready for that, and I have to learn that, and it's okay. I kind of overexert myself sometimes, and then I get met with not the best energy because there's a bit of resistance there, and that's okay. And I'm learning that that's not what I want anymore. I understand what's best for me, and I think I've been trying to be intentional about whenever I go out or whenever I interact with people. I try to be intentional, and those intentions most of the time, I guess, don't always serve me. So I think I'm shifting my intentions to make sure that it does serve me to the highest good and those around me to the highest good. Definitely entering a bit more of my selfish era. I'm taking time for myself, doing things for myself. If somebody doesn't necessarily need to be included, that's okay, and I'm gonna do it for me first. And then yeah, I think I was saying this to a friend the other day. Like, we're on the plane and trying to put on the masks. You gotta say you do yours first and then the next person. I'm putting it on everybody else and I'm not putting it on myself. So I'm putting mine on and then I'll get to you. Yeah, I'm like gasping for breath and I'm not putting mine on, but I'm like trying to help everybody else. So I'm trying not to do that anymore, because it gets to the point where it's like emotionally draining. The energy I'm getting is not what I'm putting out, and it just doesn't work. So, you know, it would be insane to keep going and trying something that doesn't work. So 2025, I still feel like I'm 15. It's been a pretty beautiful process. I'm just here learning as I go, trying to take time and give myself grace and strive for the things that I truly want out of life, creating things for myself, working on special projects that I hold near and dear to my heart, like this video I'm really excited about, and I guess just growing into the woman that I want to be. I'm proud of myself and I'm happy with where I am, and I know it's gonna get better. Of course, there's gonna be a bunch of different changes, shifts, and maybe some curveballs in the middle of all of this, but I am truly grateful, excited for what's to come next. Yeah.
Today woke up on the wrong side of my full time.